On daf 70 of Pesachim, we have this question about the two different offerings that are made on Pesach. So to give an idea, there's the Paschal lamb, which is kind of a famous offering. But you're only really supposed to eat a small amount of that. People didn't eat themselves full from that. So people would also bring another offering, a shlamim, that would kind of be the bulk of what they'd eat. And the Paschal lamb they'd have a little piece of to fulfill their obligation. But the question of we know the Pesach offering was supposed to be roasted. But what about this other offering? Did we roast that as well, or did we just cook it any old way? And the rabbis, to find the answer, go into the 4 questions. Now, at my Pesach Seder, the ones I grew up in, the ones I run now, that we always ask these 4 questions, and they're always the same 4 questions. But back then, in the times of the temple, they were different 4 questions because their reality was different. So one of the 4 questions they would ask was, on all of the nights we can eat meat that is either roasted or not roasted. Why is it tonight we only eat roasted meat? These days we don't have that whole thing about roasted meat because we don't have the temple and we're not roasting the Paschal lamb, but back then they did. So that was their question. And the rabbis look at this and say, this question would make no sense if we weren't roasting this additional offering. If we're saying why on this night do we only eat roasted meat, then clearly this other offering must also be roasted meat.